I'm so glad I didn't let those beliefs stop me.
We are here to share and we are here to show you what's possible.
If I
If I don't
increase my
show up,
income,
I don't
someone
get
else
paid,
sets
and
my
that's just
time
how it
off.
is.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Mel and Mel Live. And
Yeah,
today, kamusta ka na, Mel?
ayos lang, Ate Mel.
Ayos lang. Okay lang ako dito. Hindi ako nilindol.
Ay, oo pala, no, sa South.
Yeah, there's so many. Actually, meron ngayon ulit sa North.
Kailan? Recently lang?
Yeah, so Cebu, Davao, Zambales, tapos up
Baguio.
north. Hindi Baguio, up north. Nakalimutan ko yung ano.
Oh,
Pero
wow.
may, yeah, hindi ko alam eh. Are we in the ring of fire? But anyway, today's topic is very interesting. So, lagi tayong nakakarinig, di ba? Better safe than sorry. It sounds very comforting, di ba? Pero what if safe is what actually is holding us back? So today we're going to talk about um, ano ba yung hidden cost of playing it safe, yung something that no one warns us about. So here's what we'll cover. First one is the comfort zone that quietly limits us. Then number two, the fear of failure that keeps us frozen. And thank you, Mel, for putting it up on the
Mhm.
screen. Number three is the myth that stability guarantees security. And number four, why creating a plan B is the safest risk that you'll ever take. So, hello, everyone. I'm Mel, another Melanie. I'm from the Philippines, a single mom and a grandma as well, and someone that's nearing golden years or the retirement age. And I know how it feels like to cling to something safe. Palaging kailangan safe na safe tayo, di ba? Because so much is on the line. But I've also learned that sometimes playing it safe is the riskiest move at all. Parang yung wala kang gagawin, that's very risky. Di ba? Okay, so Mel is here. Introduce yourself first, Mel.
Thank you, Ate. Hello, everyone. Aloha. I'm the other Mel, and I'm based here in Hawaii, USA. I'm a mom, a nurse, and a proud online business owner. And yeah, just like what Ate Mel said, today we are diving into something that for sure many of us, especially busy moms, busy parents, healthcare workers, or anyone just trying to keep things steady can totally relate to, and that's the hidden cost of playing it safe.
Yeah, sometimes we want to always be on the safe side. Of course, sino ba naman yung ayaw sa safe side, di ba? But then maybe, just maybe, there's a lot of risk just playing it safe. So today, Mel is going to talk about number one, the comfort zone that quietly limits us. Take away, Mel.
Yes, I don't know why. Why you this one? Yes, Ate. Thank you. So let's start with this: the comfort zone. Um, you know that space where things feel predictable. Yan yung comfort zone. That's where you kind of know what to expect each day, di ba? And
Mhm.
it feels safe. It feels safe, really, right? You wake up, you go to work, you do what's needed, you come home, handle dinner, kids, chores, and maybe get a few minutes of peace before bed. And it's a cycle that becomes so normal that we stop questioning it. But here's what I realized: the comfort zone is a quiet trap. It doesn't feel like it's hurting you. It's calm, it's familiar, it's even cozy, but it also keeps you from reaching what's next. um I remember there was a time when I used to tell myself, like, at least I have a good job, at least I'm providing, and yes, I am grateful, but deep down, I also felt this tiny voice saying, is this really it? Is this all there is? See, the comfort zone doesn't always look like laziness. Sometimes it looks like responsibility. It looks like staying busy but not fulfilled. It looks like saying, I'm fine even when part of you wants more. For me, it started to feel like I was living the same day on repeat. Routine, same conversations, same exhaustion, and I told myself, well, this is just adult life. But it wasn't just that. It was fear disguised as comfort. And the truth is, the longer we stay in that space, the smaller our dreams start to feel. And we stop imagining what's possible because we've gotten used to what's predictable. And one day you look back and realize the comfort zone didn't protect you. It just, quietly held you back. Ate.
Yeah. Actually, nung sinasabi mo yung comfort zone, it popped in my mind yung, alam mo yung palaka na nilagay sa, kaldero. Tapos, unti-unting pinapakuluan. Hindi agad siya tumalon, di ba?
Kasi,
Tapos, kasi it's very comfortable, di ba? Tapos,
mm,
unti-unti, umiinit, umiinit. So, okay pa siya. Kasi, dahan-dahan. Tapos, biglang kumulo. Iyon,
yes,
luto siya.
luto siya.
Luto siya. Di ba? So,
Hapunan.
parang, hapon, tinola.
Oh, yeah.
Masarap yan, ha? Tinolang palaka. So, yun. Parang, minsan, di ba ngayon, October na, palagi yung naririnig sa office, "Uy, October na, bilis na pa ng panahon." Parang wala pang nangyari, di ba? Like, ang bilis ng panahon. Parang, sometimes, hindi mo kaagad nare-realize how long have you been stuck. Kasi
Mhm.
ang bilis na. Like, I've been
I'm
here
sorry.
in the Philippines for about almost close to 7 years. Pero it's parang kailan lang. Ang bilis. So if you're
Bilis.
not going, yeah, I see the same people doon sa office o doon sa bahay namin sa Taguig. Parang it's the same people, they're doing the same thing, nothing changes.
It's
Yun.
routine. Like,
Yeah,
one.
it's routine. Yun yung yun yung what's normal kasi it's what everybody is doing. Pero pag you're not very observant or you're not ano tawag doon yung intentional, then very natanggal yung mic. Okay. Off the second question, second topic pala. And the fear of failure that keeps us frozen. Yan. So, I remember wanting to try new opportunities, pero I'm scared of failing, not just for myself, but also for the family who's watching me. Tapos parang, kasi di ba, many of us have dreams that we never really start because we don't want to fail or we don't want to do it because um, we might we might get laughed at or what will other people say, di ba? Parang merong invisible wall um, of failure that keeps us frozen. And how we can move forward is always like a mystery. So I remember when I first thought about starting an online business, di ba? This was back in the days when mahirap talaga. Parang routine na lang yung buhay eh. Tapos, um, dito sa online business, I had the tools, the training, even the desire. But every time I sit down on the front of my laptop, parang I freeze. So my mind would whisper, what if it doesn't work? What if people laugh? What if you fail? Yung parang ganon. So instead of moving, I would be stuck scrolling, overthinking, wanting for the perfect moment. Pero yung perfect moment na yon never came. Until one day I realized na my fear of failing had quietly become a habit of not trying. And that was even more painful than failing, di ba? Pero yung totoo, the fear of failure isn't just really about the failure itself. It's about what we think failure says about us. We worry that if we fail, it will confirm a negative thing that we already fight inside of us. So that we're too old, we're too late, that we're not smart enough, or not as pretty, or not as good as the others. Pero yung failure kasi isn't a failure. It's not like a judgment. It's a feedback. So every successful person, you probably know, failed a lot of times. Di ba yung, sino ba yung nag-invento ng light bulb? Di ba? He tried 1,000 times before it worked. So every person, I'm sure you know, has failed hundreds of times. And the difference is, they keep moving even if when they scared. Parang ano lang yan eh, parang dieting. Diba pagka nag-diet ka, nag-exercise, tapos it doesn't work, ayoko na. Kakain na lang ako. Wala naman nangyayari. Sayang, di ba? Yung parang, pero the difference is, yung iba, nagtutuloy-tuloy lang sila. So, ang dapat gawin to help us uh, not stuck or not frozen is to acknowledge the fear but don't obey it. Sabi nga nung, ang dami kong nakakalimutan ngayon kung sino nagsabi. Pero sabi niya, yung thoughts natin is um, temporary. It's not us. Yung parang, yung thoughts mo ngayon, next time, iba naman yung thoughts mo. So, wag mong i-obey yon. Parang pag sabing, huwag ka mag-exercise kasi bukas na lang. Wag mo daw obey yon. Just keep
Mm.
on doing the routine, di ba? Tapos, we can say to ourselves, I see you. Fear, I see you. Like, fear, I see you, but I'm doing this anyway. So, yun. Parang, failure means we're learning and growing and showing up for our dream. And the only true failure is never starting. Or if you're already doing something, is stopping. The only true failure is when you already give up. Yung parang fear is like parang yellow. It freezes us in place. Pero, di ba, when we move, every small step we take is like a warm of sunlight. The more we move, the more yung nagme-melt yung ice. Until one day we realize, hindi na tayo frozen. Free na tayo. Diba? So if you've ever been stuck, waiting for the perfect time, ito yung sign mo. Take that one small step. Like, hindi naman kailangang marami yung step. Just one step that you can do for the day that will move your life forward. Sabi nga ni Tony Robbins, di ba? Um, Dapat gumalaw ka muna, then the motivation will come. Hindi yung motivate muna so you will move. Parang a lot of us have it backwards eh. Dapat move first and motivation will come. Kasi when we move, parang the brain says, oh, I can do this. One more little step. Then we do it again. Then we keep on moving. The motivation keeps on going. Pero pag motivation lang and we want it to move us forward so many times, it won't happen. Iyon, Mel.
Nice. You got to do something first.
Yeah.
Get
Dapat
motivated.
galaw-galaw.
Hello, hello. And yeah,
Oo.
that's saying like that fear of failure. It's also the same fear that keeps us from discovering what could work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tama.
And
Parang
and gaya din na sinabi mo ate, by not trying, you're already failing.
yeah, 'di ba? Kasi 100% sure you fail because you didn't try.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, no questions asked. Failed
Yeah.
agad because you didn't even try.
Yeah. So, yeah, I have one short story. Yesterday, may dinala kaming machine dun sa isang bahay namin. We want to try it there. Um, yung machine natin. Tapos, parang sabi ko dun sa pamangking ko, sige, kabit mo na. Sabi niya, Omi, wala tayong adapter. Like, walang, hindi kasya. Sabi niya, ay, sayang yung pagdala natin dito. Sabi ko, na hindi sayang. Sabi niya, why hindi sayang? Eh, hindi natin naikabit. Sabi ko, at least now we know that hindi kasya yung gripo. So, kailangan palitan natin yung gripo.
Mhm.
Diba? So, pag napalitan na natin, then we have moved forward. Hindi sayang. Pero
Yes,
hindi natin dinala. You're always wondering, kasya ba? Ano ba
kasya
nangyari?
ba? Hindi.
Diba? So, no movement. Sabi niya, got you, got you. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
so now, may next step na. Simple lang, di ba?
Simple
Pero
lang.
simple lang. Pero parang every mistake is, you learn something and will move you forward. Ayan. So,
Very good ate.
yeah. Third topic, the myth of stability equals security. Tama ba yun, Mel?
Tama ba yun, Maring Mel? Okay. So, you know, let's talk about something a lot of us were raised to believe. Di ba sabi nila, get a stable job and you'll be secure. It sounds so practical, right? Work
Mm.
hard, stay loyal, and life will reward you with stability. And for a long time, I believed that too. You know, growing up, I watched my parents, work long hours. They didn't complain. They just did what had to be done. And so I thought, that's what being responsible looks like. So when I became a nurse, I was proud. I had that stable career, a steady paycheck, benefits, security, so I thought. But then reality hit. Healthcare changes, policies shift, ano pa, staff gets cut, workloads increase. That's for sure. And then, you realize that even the most secure job can change overnight. It was an eye opener when I saw people I worked with for years suddenly get burned out, step away, or even lose positions. Not because they weren't good, but because systems changed. And that's when I started questioning what real security means. Because the truth is, if your security depends only on one source, one job, or one paycheck, that's not security. That's risk in disguise. Real security is having options. It's knowing that if one door closes, you've built something that gives you choices. It's like having a backup plan that brings peace of mind, right? And
Yeah.
I'm not saying to quit your job, not at all. Like for me, I love what I do as a nurse, but I also realized that stability and growth can exist together if you make space for them. So when I started exploring other ways to create income, it wasn't actually about chasing money. It was about taking control. It was about creating room to breathe, to have time and to not feel trapped by one source of income. And honestly, that's what true stability looks like now. Not being stuck, but being supported by, multiple things that can give you and your family peace of mind.
Yeah. Especially ngayon, what's happening around the world. Diba? Parang like whether it's in America or in the Philippines,
Yeah,
parang
right now we are on government shutdown, ate.
yeah, I know. I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
'Di ba? That's something you cannot control. 'Di ba? Kami naman, oh my gosh, here sa Philippines, like there's some political unrest na nangyayari. Tomorrow, I think today merong people's power.
Oh
So
my
parang,
gosh.
yeah, because the government is really troublesome for me. I'm not I'm not into politics, pero now parang ang gulo. Ang gulo talaga. Parang there's a lot of instability. So, I was looking at it one day, nandun ako sa office ko, and nagkakagulo yung mga tao. There's like different kuro-kuro. So, ko, what if living here, like in this environment, is the only solution? Like, you're trapped. Diba? So, it pays to have other choices. Yung
Mm-hmm.
parang, like, what if, halimbawa, nagkaroon ng, like, hindi ka na makapasok sa office because, di ba, yung sinabi mo nga, mga unrest na yan or nagkaroon ng layoff, di
Yeah.
ba? What if yung only choice mo will be gone, di ba? In an instance because it's something you cannot control eh. So parang like I was sitting there and I'm like at peace. Oh, it's good to have it's good to have options.
Options.
Yeah.
Not
Parang
we're not saying you guys quit your job, not at all, but
yeah, not
yeah.
at all, but don't wait for it
So
to para ikaw yung i-quit ng job mo. Sabihin ng boss mo, "Ops, we don't need you anymore here." Or, "Ops, magsasarado tayo because there's this a lot of lugi." Kasi nagtaas yung sweldo eh. Nagtaas yung sweldo
mm,
by I think 10% ng mga tao. So, siguro hindi dati everyday may overtime. Pero now wala ng overtime kasi mahal na yung sweldo ng tao.
yun
So,
lang.
yeah. Tapos mas ang daming uncertainties going around the Philippines now. And I'm sure in other countries as well. Pero at least it's good to have options.
Or
Na
plan B.
oh yeah,
Plan
plan
B.
B. Yeah, I
That
always tell this to my children. Always have options para if one door closes, meron pang iba. Diba?
yan yung topic mo, ate.
Yes, yan. Yung why plan B is the safest risk you will ever take. So, there was a time, siyempre, pabida ako. Feeling ko, ako a good employee. Di ba? May mga award pa nga dyan sa mga best employees na yan. So, uh, parang feeling ko kapag good employee ka, you always be provided. Pero that's not always the case, di ba? Kasi nga, ayan, paano pagka merong instability, then parang exploring plan B is a good option. So, syempre nakakatakot. I thought, ayan, may mga judgment dyan, maraming judgmental sa Pilipinas. And I thought people might judge me for trying something new at my age. But slowly I realized yung plan B na yun is not a sign of fear. It's a sign of being wise. Kasi the truth is, depending on one source of income is the riskiest thing we can do right now. Yeah. We've seen it a lot of times. People lose their jobs overnight. Like, I was in Indonesia for 15 years and suddenly nagkaroon ng change in presidency. They send all the expats home and boom, here I am in the Philippines, di ba? I have only one source of income back then. Then, nung nagpunta na ako dito, I was looking and looking for ways para hindi na ulit mangyari yon. So, until I came to this online business after a few years. So, parang, um, kasi when you build your plan B, like a side income on an online business or other business for that matter, it grows even when you're not clocking in or when you're not going to work, di ba? Parang it's not escaping responsibility but expanding your options. Lagi kang may options. Yun yung real freedom, di ba? So if you're thinking of starting your own plan B, ito yung natutunan namin. Start before you're ready. You'll never have the perfect moment, pero yung small steps today can bring something tomorrow. So, pag-aralan natin yung isang skill that will pay us later on. Para sa amin ni Mel, we've tried this online business. Of course, nung una mahirap kasi medyo gap-tech ako eh. Pero ngayon, feeling ko medyo magaling na ako. So, pero whether it's like, hindi lang yung isa yung alam mo. Hindi lang yung pagpasok sa work or me being a chemist or Mel being a nurse or yung iba not just being an engineer. Kasi anything can happen, di ba? If you have another skill, another source of, another thing that will give you a source of income, that's better. So kahit marketing siya or social media or building an online business, these are modern skills that open doors. So treat your plan B like it's plan A in the making because one day you might just replace your current plan A. Parang ano siya, lifeboat, 'di ba? Hindi ka naman bibili ng lifeboat dahil kapag ka, ano 'di ba, yung umuulan na o yung malulunod ka na o yung nasa ship ka, 'di ba? Or you're expecting the ship to sink. Pero you want it because you want to be prepared. So when the waves of life get rough, yung lifeboat na yon will be the very thing that will save you and your family. So if you've been hesitating or wondering if it's too late to start your plan B, tandaan, it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Or I think it's being smart. Kaya sabi diyan, plan B is the safest risk you'll ever take. It's a risk, of course. Everything's a risk, but you have to investigate for yourself what risks are you taking. What risks are you taking? So because ayan, the safest risk is betting on yourself. Diba? Yan, Mel.
Yeah. It's a smart guided risk.
Yeah. Smart
Yeah.
guided risk where you have mentors and coaches,
Mhm.
and you can check it out before you actually take the risk, diba?
Yeah.
So you know
And there's
you'll be
nothing to lose because you see the overview, and if you think it fits for you, go for it. If it's not, again, nothing to lose.
yeah, parang you can investigate, do your own diligence. So if it's for you, then because online business is not for everyone, diba? It's only for the brave.
For the brave.
By the brave
Yes.
and the risk takers or those who wants to uh, not get caught empty-handed. Alam mo yun? Like when waves comes, alam mo you're safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
You know, ate, go ahead.
any last words, Mel?
Last words. Oh, message na tayo. Okay.
Message.
Siyempre, labas ang QR code. There you go.
Ayan.
Yeah. So, if there's one takeaway from today's chat, it's this. Playing it safe might feel comfortable, but it often costs us something bigger. Our potential, our energy, even our dreams. And the truth is, growth always lives just outside that comfort zone. And sometimes the biggest risk is not taking one at all. And if today's message spoke to you and you've been thinking about how to build something on your own terms, something that gives you time and flexibility, connect with me, connect with us. We can share how we got started and what helped us step out of that safe zone little by little, because that gave us peace of mind and more time with our families. And maybe it's something that could open a door for you too.
Yeah, not just one door, a lot of doors, diba? So ito yung question ko, yung safe ba, is safe really safe or is it keeping you small or is it keeping you very long time in your comfortable zone? So, yung parang, are you leaning on a one-legged stool? Kasi all of all of these things can make you feel safe, but they're actually not. Diba? Building your plan B, yun yung kind of safety that really lasts. So, yung cost of playing it safe is really high. The cost of dreaming, even in small steps, yun yung something that is worth our time. So yun, if you if you're wondering how to not always be comfortable in your safe zone, um, let us know. We can we are more than happy to help you start your journey on um, being stronger, making wise choices, taking that risk that will help us in times of uncertainties. Ayan. So thank you for joining us or watching later on. Um, Again, this is Mel and Mel. We're here every week. And if you want to join us, let us know.
Thank you for hanging out with us today. Aloha.
Aloha. Mabuhay.
Bye.